Greetings comrades, my name is Gigantals and today is day 36 of Lent. So we're almost there, we've got 6 days left until it's all over, fortunately. Looking forward to it. I'll be able to eat properly again. Some days have been easier than others, I'll admit. I think again, like I said last year, one of the problems when you do have Lent, is that your stomach shrinks, which means that if you do try and eat a normal amount of food, you struggle to finish because it can be quite hard. So from the title of this video, a bunch of very strange things have happened. So the first thing that happened was, as I told you guys earlier, me and a bunch of my flatmates did try and clean up the kitchen because things were quite bad after we came back. So we went around cleaning up the kitchen somewhat. For some reason though, one of my friends, that's a bit fun. One of my flatmates seems to be having a party almost every night. So there are always people here. And so the kitchen is a pigsty again, unfortunately. Also, I do think that they're probably smoking a contraband substance. I mean, you shouldn't even be smoking in these halls, but they definitely got something because it stinks at night. They fortunately stopped a couple of nights ago, but they've been smoking something, which is a bit irritating. And so I've had to be using my air freshener quite heavily to deal with that. In addition to strange smells, actually a couple of new ones have turned up recently, which is good. So the first one that turned up is this. Not sure if you can read that from there, but this is frankincense. Yes, this is the stuff that they burn. This is the incense they burn at mass. This is the stuff that was given to Jesus. I don't think it was given like this, maybe it was given as an ointment. But it's got a very strong smell, I can tell you that. Yeah, that definitely smells a mass. Yeah, I don't even need to open the bag. That's how strong the smell is. Yeah, there's I got this a little while back. I think this is from Somalia, but as you can see, there's there are different size. This is basically just lighting change. As you can see, different size pieces of resin here, dried resin. Some yellowish, some orangish, some purplish. It smells really nice if I do smell it. Apparently frankincense does have kind of relaxation properties, so that sort of helps. Second thing that came up was this, and it came in a bit of a weirder bag. It was basically this, which is basically myrrh. And this one doesn't have as strong a smell. I mean, it's probably because it's got a better seal. Yeah, I can't smell that. I mean, okay, they said that this was the finest quality frankincense, and I can believe them because I actually watched a video on about the production of frankincense and myrrh, and there's a whole bunch of grades. There's like grade C, grade B, and grade A, and the closer towards the top you get, look at that. Okay, the closer to A you are, the best quality is. This is like A or something, but this one, this myrrh is not, because as you can see, can you see? There are pieces of bark and wood and stuff in there, which they say this is finest quality, but I think this is probably a combination of A, B, and C, to be fair, because C is like you get bits of wood in it, like chunks of wood, like that bark. B is when you have mostly pure resin, but then there's some pieces of wood, and then A is the best quality. This one doesn't have a strong smell. So if I open it, it's got a very earthy smell, I can tell you that. Very earthy. Like if I was walking through a wood, this is kind of what you imagine, that either you picked up a bunch of wood shavings from the ground, right? Like that kind of woody, earthy smell, or if you're walking through a wet wood, that's what it smells like, even though it's completely dry. Can you see inside that? Yeah. I don't burn this, obviously, and I don't use them for anything. I just use them to sometimes smell because they smell nice. I like the smell of this. Both frankincense and myrrh. So if anyone's got any gold out there you want to send, so I can complete the trinity of items Jesus received at Christmas at Epiphany, I'd appreciate that. I'm kidding. You guys don't need to send me anything. That's fine. So yeah, I've been quite preoccupied when it comes to doing coursework because, especially I've got something due next week, which is why I'm trying to do these videos very quickly, so that so I can just get stuff done. It's quite hard, some of this coursework. I mean, the word count is really something. I'm just trying to get ready to show you guys what I'm doing. It's quite hard to get some of the coursework done because of because of the word limit. I keep going over the word limit, which is I'm going to try and find ways to get around that. But one of the things I have to do is a geological map. Let me show you what it looks like. So yeah, this is a geological map I'm currently working on. Yeah, we have to. I don't like using GIS. Okay, that's the program I'm using for this. It's QGIS. There's actually two: ArcGIS, which I used last time, and then QGIS, which is this one. So we've got 3 rock units here. I'll try to draw. It's a bit tough. I mean, you can see like the dip and strike and everything here, and the there's the angles. Then there's okay, these ones I'm not too worried about. These ones here, the funny shapes. These are faults apparently, and there's another fault over here, which actually runs down the entire length of this thing. Problem is, I'm currently stuck on one of the units because I mean I've actually tried looking up at the BGS, British Geological Survey 3D viewer. And it's a bit, it helps somewhat, but it's hard to just know where to draw the lines exactly. This is the second map I've made because the first one I made from last night didn't save, which is a bit irritating. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just I want to keep tilting that way. Sorry. So what I'm currently doing. No, hey, okay, you see me. So what I'm currently doing is I'm just doing this geological map. And then I'm gonna cut it down to size because the actual size of the map itself is something like this. So it's like that. And the reason why I'm doing it big like this is just so I don't accidentally like miss a piece of the section. So it's a pretty big piece. I mean, it's got several kilometers. I'm just gonna crop that down to size when I'm finished, put it on the map, and then basically use that to help show the location of some of my rock layers. I made a mistake here. Just ignore that. I'll try and like gimp it out or something, and just try and add that to my geological descriptions. Hopefully it finishes by next week. Yeah, I mean I'm going home soon, so I'm going to have to take my work with me, unfortunately. But I can tell you this now: geological mapping is no joke. It's very hard to do. Okay, it's very hard, and I mean, I'm really thankful that my geology lecturers actually, they went out into the field and they did this earlier this year. I think part of last year as well. They went around filming stuff for us and taking pictures and recording all this data for us, which I'm really grateful for. I am. I know that had to be a bit of a challenge, so that it wasn't too easy for us to do. But that doesn't it's just if you have to do it this hard. I mean, I know that some people might find it easier than others to do, and I do understand geological mapping to a degree. I just needed more experience about this. Again, that's just one of the big problems that I said in my Corona Me video. I haven't been able to go. If I was in this area in person, I would be able to probably recognize the boundaries and everything better. But because I have to rely on videos and mapping and I think the 3D map viewers and this, it's not the same. So I do look forward to the end of this pandemic, in which I'll be able to actually see things properly and go on trips. I mean, the trips currently are optional, which is a little bit sad. I wish that. I mean, I'm not sure if I'll be able to go. I think I'll try go on those trips so that I'll be able to get a better understanding of things. So look forward to more of those geology trip videos I'm going to be making. But yeah, so hopefully things will look up for my geology. Yeah, and there's from yesterday's release. Tomorrow is Dante Day. I think the tennis called it Dante D or something. But look forward to that. I've got my copy of the Divine Comedy here. It's a thick book. I mean, yeah, it's 750 something pages. Although if the actual Divine Comedy itself is, this is how thick the actual Divine Comedy is in this book. This is just a comment. Okay, this is how thick it is. This is the commentary. It's a very interesting read. I recommend you guys do read the Divine Comedy. As I said many times in that video, I'm very much a fan of Dante's Divine Comedy. My plans for next month are a bit weird because the thing is, after I have to hand in this piece of coursework that I'm currently doing, I've got almost a month off, and then come the actual exam. Then come the big exams and everything I need to do throughout April and May and early June. So it was okay. So it's almost like all of April will be almost like exam preparation. So doing all my coursework beforehand, and then all my deadlines are in May and June. So I'm gonna try and do what I can. I mean, if I do release videos, it probably not going to be as regular because it really depends on when I have time to release such things, because it takes a lot of time and effort to make a single. Like if I do a video like this, Life in University or Lent vlog or whatever, or the exam update even, it's quite quick. It could take maybe 3 hours to record, upload onto OneDrive for me to download, then edit, then convert. Converting takes like the longest period of time. Then upload that to YouTube to build information and everything. So I'll try and do that as quick as I can. But what I do is more of an educational video. That can take several days. So obviously I need priorities and everything. So again, this just a bit of warning. My releases are probably going to be irregular, and I will let you guys know when I'll be putting it in. When I'll say, okay, after this point in time, don't expect any educational videos for at least a month. I'll let you guys know how I'm doing with exam updates and any progress I've made, or if there's anything interesting that's come up. But ultimately, I've got to focus on my studies. I mean, I've got to finish this map off. I want to finish this map off by the end of today, and the geological descriptions, and hopefully all my sketches I need to do. And because I need to, the way it currently stands, after I got my feedback from geology, I have, okay, it's a 2,000 word report, okay, 2,000 words. And for the section I'm currently doing, you need it's roughly 1,000 words, so half the essay is the lithological descriptions. I received feedback from it, from my tutor, and he said that I can't use bullet points, which is a bit annoying because I haven't even finished going through everything. I'm trying to turn all my bullet points into full sentences. I've still got 2 or 3 lithologies, 2 or 3 rock types to go through now. Problem is that they are. Well, the current word count for that section is around 1,400 words, which is 400 over, and I'm not even finished. I'm trying to re-update that. So I'm going to have to probably rely quite heavily on annotated sketches and put that in to try and save on my word count, because seriously, I write too much. Okay, I either write bullet points or essays. So that's the kind of thing I do. So fun. I'm going to have fun cutting down the word limit. But that's basically it for this video. So Lent day 36, we're 10 days away, going through it strong. We can do it, guys. We're in like the last stretch now. We're getting there. Geology coursework, and try and get that done now. It's a bit hard, but I'm going to go through it. Prepare for regular releases when it comes to my exam months, especially after this, especially sometime in April when I say, okay, I'm going to focus on my exams more than anything. I got frankincense and myrrh, which I'm glad. These smell lovely. Flatmates have been smoking probably something. I mean, I've tried calling them. I've been calling almost every night for like 5 nights, and they always keep coming up too late to do anything about that. By which point I'm half asleep in bed, trying to spray everything. With my last consciousness, the last ounce of my consciousness, I'm just spraying air freshener. But hopefully they've stopped. And if they do start up again this weekend, I won't be here, but it might stink up my room somewhat. So I may have to continue pestering my reception for them to do something. So apologies in advance to my reception, wherever you are. But I ultimately, if they're smoking, that means they covered up the smoke alarm to get away with it, which means that they've possibly compromised part of the smoke alarm system in my flat. I mean, I've got one over there, which is fine. I've got another one in the kitchen, but ultimately it's fire and safety, and you shouldn't be smoking stuff. Seriously. Anyway, so that's it really for this video. So tomorrow, look forward to Dante Day. I'm going to be continuing to read this. I've almost finished the commentary. I've just got the final 30 pages or so left. I'll start packing up at some point to go home sometime later in the week. Trying to get on with my coursework. Try and go through 10 days of Lent, or 10 more days of Lent. Hopefully we'll be there by the end of it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this Lent vlog video. I've got to cut. It's taking too long, but I've got to finish this up quickly so I can get this uploaded in time. Anyway, so see you next Lent video, comrades. Until then.